Hello and welcome to the Underhive. We are back for some more How to Command the Death Guard. In this series, we're going to take a look at every aspect of the Death Guard. So whether you're looking to get more out of your army or you're thinking of dipping a toe in Nurgle's crusty cauldron, then there's something here for you. In this particular episode, we're going to take a look at the 7th and final Plague Company specific rules before we move on to the individual models and their particular abilities and effects. So to begin with then, let's jump in and take a look at Plague Brewers, the stratagem for Mortarion's chosen sons. So let's dive in with the Plague Brewers stratagem. 1 CP again, as they all are in the Plague Companies. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase. When a Mortarion's chosen sons unit from your army is selected to shoot, until the end of the phase, Plague Belchers, Plague Spurt Gauntlets, and Plague Spewers that models in that unit are equipped with have a damage characteristic of 2. So the biggest winners there, in my opinion, on one hand could be the Death Shroud, because of course the champion gets a free Plague Spewer now, and they've come down in points, so you could maybe even fit another Death Shroud in the unit. But they've all got 1 Plague Spurt Gauntlet. It's D6 auto hits. It's short range, but they can strike in within 9 in most cases, so that would be in range to at least shoot. And although it's only strength 3, no AP, the fact that if any do get through, it will kill a Marine or will kill a more elite infantry with 2 wounds, that could be very, very nice. So if you drop in a big Death Shroud blob, you go, well, they've all got D6 auto hits each. I'm going to bang that on them. 2 damage for any that get through. Particularly if they're up against something that isn't particularly well armoured, like, say, like Space Wolves Wolfen. You're going to get more value against something like that. The other side of the coin, things like the Demon Prince, he can take a Plague Spewer if you want. It's not that high impact, just putting it on 1. Your Plague Marines now, of course, could take a few of those weapons in a squad. So again, if you're going wide with a more shooty Plague Marines, or maybe it's melee, but the Spewers as well for close ranged shooting. Maybe a bit of Overwatch action. So either way round, it can add a little bit more potential to what can be a rather underwhelming range choice. You'll notice there that the Plague Spitter is not involved, so your drones and Plague Burst Crawlers cannot be affected by this. Be a bit strong if it could, I think. And also the Foul Blight Spawn, his Plague Sprayer is not included, but his Plague Sprayer, of course, is already damage 2, so wouldn't see a benefit even if it was included. Not a terrible stratagem, but not that great. It does require you to build your army that way, so maybe you already wanted to build your army that way, and in which case you might pick Mortarion's Chosen Sons for it. But if you didn't already build your army that way, I don't think Mortarion's Chosen Sons is going to direct you into doing that. I think you either wanted to do it and you picked this, or you didn't and you don't. Next up, Nurgle's Fruit, the Warlord trait. While an enemy is within contagion range, each time an attack is made by Mortarion's Chosen Sons model against that unit, the target does not receive the benefits of cover against that attack. So that's nice to override Dense. You know, you don't want to be getting -1 to hit. But if you are using a lot of the sprayer type weapons, then they don't care about Dense. It is also nice to ignore light cover, because of course, particularly the sprayer type weapons are quite low AP. Some of them are 0. In fact, 2 of them are 0, the Gauntlets and the Belcher. So it's nice to at least take an AP off your opponent in that regard, but I would still argue that Ferret Blight does a better job, because yes, it doesn't affect Dense, but if you go in sprayer heavy, then you don't really care about Dense that much, and it does give you an additional AP, so even if they're not in light cover, you get the additional AP. If they are in light cover, then it essentially balances the light cover out. So not that strong. It's all right. There are going to be certain scenarios where, like, say, Raven Guard, ignoring their cover effect is very good. But Raven Guard are by no means competitive right now. So, again, there's not that many armies that this is really countering that you really care about countering. And then the relic there, finally, is Vomitrix. So this is an upgrade specifically for the Foul Blight Spawn. Given that you already are probably taking him to take Revolting Stench Vats to deny charges, and give Fight Last, I don't think you would rather have Vomitrix. The only difference with Vomitrix over his standard weapon is that he is an Assault 7 weapon. It does also auto-hit. So you guarantee 7 hits per attack with him in the shooting phase, rather than rolling the d6. Personally, I think the other relic, the Revolting Stench Vats, does far more than trying to make him a damage dealer. It really puts some decisions on your opponent and can deny entire game plans in some cases, which is far more valuable for a CP. And you can take the reroll amount of hits and, you know, at least generate 3 or 4 hits on average, given you've got the reroll. So, you know, the extra 3 shots is nice, but I just don't think it's better than having Revolting Stench Vat and being able to reroll the number of hits. Though that is costing you an additional 5 points. So, all in all, Mortarion's Chosen Sons, I don't think is a fantastic play company. It can be fluffy, you know, if you really want to go wide with all the belches and spewers and all that stuff, then fine. I'm sure you'll have fun with it. But if you're looking for something to base an army round, to have a competitive stance before you start buying and painting and building models and all that good stuff, then I wouldn't necessarily suggest considering Mortarion's Chosen Sons over the likes of the 2nd, the 3rd, and maybe even the 5th. So that's it for the 7 play companies. Do with that as you will. Join them as you see fit. But remember ye this. You are limited to your decisions. You can never leave. I am inexorable till I die. Join us at your behest. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time in the Underhive.